Okay, so if my video is the first thing you watch after waking up, well, first of all, I thank you for that. But second, you probably don't know that the United States, along with Israel, has just bombed Iran. And it just started maybe about an hour and a half ago from the time I'm starting this video. And let me read out this tweet from BNO News for you guys. New. Dozens of US strikes being carried out by attack planes from bases across the Middle East and from one or more aircraft carriers, US officials tell. And they have an update. Iran operation was planned for months. Launch date decided weeks ago. And not only that, the Orange Dictator just did a speech, which I think many around the world are going to be talking about for a while. Now, I know my channel is Canadian-centric, but this is a major event going on right now. And the actions and events from this US administration that are happening right now, as you're watching this video, they are going to have effects around the world. But when these kind of situations come up, I do have to say it. I do hate the United States administration. And I hope their citizens do as well. Now, I know many of us really hate this guy's voice, but I really feel that everybody needs to hear this because of the tone of how he's sounding. And in this small clip that I'm going to show you, it really does have a villainous tone to it.
To the members of the Islamic Revolutionary Guard, the armed forces, and all of the police, I say tonight that you must lay down your weapons and have complete immunity, or in the alternative, face certain death. So, lay down your arms, you will be treated fairly with total immunity, or you will face certain death.
Now, that's all I really wanted to show you because I know the viewers really don't want to hear his voice. But I watched the whole thing, so you didn't have to. And the rest of it was just the United States flexing his muscles and saying that Iran has been begging the United States for freedom and help for the last few decades. And he's now going to be giving it to them, and it's up to the citizens of Iran to see what they do with it after. So in other words, he's just trying to play the hero right now. Now, I'm not an expert in geopolitical politics, war, or trade, or anything like that. I'm just a regular Canadian. But I ask this question to all the United States citizens who have just been completely nonchalant about what's going on right now. I want to ask you, does this not bother you? And I found this post on Blue Sky from someone named Kelly. And she summarizes it pretty clearly. Let me read it out to you. ICE kills on American soil. Doge has killed 800,000 people by cutting US aid. They've murdered over 100 people in illegal boat strikes in the Caribbean. Invaded Venezuela without congressional approval. Now the Orange McNugget says US citizens may die in Iran. You are expendable. Everyone's expendable under fascism. Now I'm still trying to figure out how to get what's in my head out on the mic right now. And what keeps coming back into my mind is that Canadian that I featured a few videos ago where he kept saying, when are you going to do something? You know, do something, right? I mean, that's exactly how I feel right now. And I'm not talking about the US citizens who are actually being the resistance and protesting and doing what they can and making their voices heard. I'm not talking about those US citizens. I'm talking about the ones who completely don't care about what's going on in the world right now and what their government is doing to it. Now, I'm going to show you guys a report out of Australia because there hasn't been any news from North America on this yet, mainly because you guys are all sleeping. I guess this is the benefit of me being in Malaysia right now. I can catch the news before you guys actually wake up. But let's take a look at this report from Australia.
Good evening. We begin with breaking news. In just the last few minutes, Israel has launched strikes on the Iranian capital of Tehran, and sirens have rung out in Tel Aviv.
We go there right now, live to Chief Reporter Chris Reason. Chris, good evening from here. Israel is expecting to come under attack.
It is, guys. Good morning to you. Good afternoon to you. We know that just a short time ago, 5:13 p.m. your time, 8:13 a.m. our time, alerts rang out across the entire nation of Israel, and these alert warnings were sent to every single mobile phone in the country, warning people to prepare for a possible retaliatory strike. Now, the indication being there that this war is underway. The first shots have been fired. We haven't got official confirmation yet on who has fired them, whether it's America or Israel itself. But
Now, I don't think it really matters who took the first shot, whether it was the United States or Israel. The point is that shots were actually fired. Well, bombs were actually dropped. But knowing the Orange Dictator, he'll probably want to take the credit for it. But in this war that the United States started, but I really hope that any country that has supported the United States in the past, whether it's Canada, UK, pretty much NATO, supporting the US in the war in Afghanistan, I hope there are 0 countries that go in and support the United States on this.
sources from within the Pentagon seem to be indicating it's an American-led operation at this stage. Now, you can see there on the screens There are already pictures coming out of Tehran, Iran, showing smoke on the horizon. Various buildings have been targeted and destroyed. We're getting more and more of that sort of information from social media. Now, this attack launched on a holy day here in Israel, the day of Shabbat, a day of rest. Well, not for the IDF. They're now on high alert. The warnings keep coming through our phones telling people to stay in proximity to their bunkers, their shelters, for the eventual expectation that there will be a retaliation of some sort from Iran. This comes, of course, guys, after days of tension and build-up here across the Middle East. Landing at Andrews Air Force Base, Donald Trump lands a blow to hopes of an Iranian breakthrough.
Well, we haven't made a final decision. We're not exactly happy with the way they're negotiated.
Yesterday, claims of significant progress at the Geneva talks, not for the Commander-in-Chief.
Look, we have the greatest military anywhere in the world. There's nothing close. I'd love not to use it, but sometimes you have to.
Now, this is just my opinion, but all of this talk about peace talks and things like that, it's smoke and mirrors if you ask me. Because the fact that we know that this was all planned months ago, and that dates were already set for the attack, this attack that's happening right now is going to happen regardless or not.
Speculation an attack was imminent after America's ambassador to Israel sent an email to staff saying those wishing to leave should do so today. With America's biggest and most modern carrier now in position off Israel and dozens more refuelling aircraft arriving in the capital's main airport, tensions for residents are soaring.
Show me the gun. It's only a gun, but still, on October 7, it probably would not be helpful.
Father of three, Yoni Asher, now carries a gun.
I can't leave home without it. I feel exposed. I feel like I am naked.
Two of his daughters were kidnapped in the October 7 Hamas terror raids and held for 49 days. He says the constant conflict makes their recovery impossible. Now, Iran.
I can see the fear in their eyes all the time. The whole thing was a nightmare, apocalypse, living hell.
They won't be alone. More details have also emerged into Iran's negotiation tactics, including an offer to open up its vast oil and gas reserves to the US, even buy its civilian aircraft, turning the Geneva talks into a transaction. In exchange, they want sanctions lifted, though it may be too late to be making demands now.
So this is just my opinion, but just like in Venezuela, I think this is all about the oil. Because everything to the Orange McNugget is about a transaction. Now, I'm not going to be the best YouTuber to explain what's going on or give you the best insights on the situation that's evolving right now. But the question that keeps replaying in my head is, what is the United States going to do about this? I'm not talking about this specific attack right now. I'm talking about everything. I mean, all of this chaos that's happening right now. When is the US going to do something about it? Because I am getting tired of the Democratic left telling us that we're doing everything that we can. I mean, Chuck Schumer writing letters. That's not really effective. But I'm also getting tired of hearing that people didn't vote for this. You might not have voted for this, but this is your democratic process, and this was the outcome. Now, I don't want to sound like I'm ragging on my US viewers, because I consider you guys part of the resistance, and you guys understand. But the resistance in the United States is such a small percentage of your overall population, and I think that needs to change in order for any of this to change. But unfortunately, I don't think that's going to happen in my lifetime. But I speak for myself, and I'm pretty sure I might speak for like maybe one or two, maybe a few of you guys, when I say that every time an incident like these happen, it's just pushing us further and further away from the United States. Okay, that's all I got for this video. And I'm sure there's going to be more updates on this situation in Iran. I mean, things are changing on an hourly basis at the moment. So who knows what's going to happen in 3 hours when this video is published. If you found any value or agree with anything I said in this video, or you want to hear more from a Canadian and international perspective without the US bias, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button below, so that way you're notified of my future videos. Thanks everyone. I'll see you in the next one.